Hey, welcome back to the shop. This is Zach over at NV Woodworks. I got another little quick tip for you today that's helped me out tremendously. Now, if you use the Alumilite dies and you get the ones in the 1 ounce bottle, you may have noticed, they're supposed to be like kind of a dropper bottle. But you may have noticed that Alumilite dye is pretty thick, and especially the blacks and the fluorescents. They're super thick, and frankly, they just don't even work, these dropper bottles. It doesn't even come out of the hole because it's so tight in there. There's like a tube, and it's very small. Now, in the worst case scenario, and I've heard, this has happened to me and I've heard it from other people, you're squeezing so hard that the tip literally pops off the bottle and you dump a ton of dye into your resin. That sucks. And that happened to me once, and after that, I just would get these things and rip the top off and then have to try and deal with sneaking up on things by pouring it out of the whole bottle. Now, I did not like that, and recently I've been coming up with recipes for these blanks, and I'm trying to get them very very tight tolerances, basically, and it's hard to sneak up on a number when you're trying to pour it out of a 1/2 inch hole. So I had to come up with a way to make these little tips actually usable. And the first thing that I tried was drilling it out. And I used like a 1/16 inch drill bit, but it's not a solid hole in there, and it didn't work. So I had to come up with a new way, and I wanted to kind of share that because it's super simple, and it takes 2 seconds, and then these bottles actually become usable and work really well, actually. All right, so what I do first, you just take the top off. First action I do is I come in from the top with my awl and just push it down to, the surface, the bottom of that hole. Now, this thing will want to kind of collapse in on itself, so you might have to be a little bit, kind of wiggle it a little bit around and do that. But you just come in from the top, then I pull it off the awl, and then I actually come back from the bottom and push it in and go a little bit deeper. And you may have to kind of play with this depending on how thick your awl is, but I just come in about halfway down the awl and then pull it off. And that's it. And what it does is it widens that hole just enough so that even the blacks and all that stuff are going to come out through there a lot better. So then you just pop it back in and you're ready to go. So I hope that's helpful. I hope it at least saves somebody the hassle of squeezing so hard that the tip falls into the cup and all your dye goes in there too. That happened to me once, and I was so pissed that after that, I just literally got a bottle, threw the tip away. I just didn't even want to mess with it. Once I figured out how to alter these correctly, the easy way, and to get it to be a good, repeatable result, these bottles work excellent. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any comments or questions, tips of your own, leave those down below on YouTube. You can also leave comments and check out my website. I have posts that accompany all these videos on my website. I'm out there on Facebook and Twitter. If you need to get a hold of me, you can email me at zach@nvwoodworks.com. So yeah, I hope that's helping someone out, at least saving them from losing an entire bottle of dye. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.